my name is Makeda from Target Events, and I'm running a program called TARGETchances Law, and it's for first-year law students as well as second-year non-law students. The event is sponsored by both SNR Denton and Reynolds Porter Chamberlain. The event began at 9:30 where the students arrived for registration. From there, we went on to the welcome and objective setting, where we ran through the itinerary for the day and outlined to the students what it is that we at Target Events, as well as both of the sponsors, wanted them to achieve over the course of the event. Over the course of the day, you're going to get an opportunity to meet reps from both firms. So everyone from graduate recruiters to trainees to associates and to partners from each of the firms. They're going to be here over the course of today. From there, both Jeremy Cape from SNR Denton as well as Richard Berger, a senior associate at Reynolds Porter Chamberlain, they each gave a 10-minute presentation on their firms, giving the students information pretty much above and beyond what they would find on their company websites in terms of the opportunities available at each firm, as well as what they're looking for in terms of candidates applying to them.
These are some bullet points or some thoughts from our existing trainees. What do they have to say about what it's like being a trainee at RPC? I'll let you digest those, but perhaps what I take from this slide is that we very much encourage a sort of team ethos.
The group exercise was very much an icebreaker activity for the students, but it was also a test run in terms of being an exercise which is very similar to what they might encounter at an assessment center. It was designed to test their communication, negotiation, as well as team working skills.
So we looked at certain criteria based on which we chose the people, and we pretty much looked at their future potential, their age, and how they could contribute to the rescue mission, as well as whether they would be a liability or an asset.
The next session was individual presentations. Each student had to present for 3 minutes on a topic which was in the news in the 2 weeks preceding the event. This session was designed to test not only the students' public speaking skills, but also their commercial awareness. The first session at Reynolds Porter Chamberlain was the case study. It was designed to be very similar to what students might encounter at an assessment center. The case study was based around a legal transaction, and the students worked in small groups of 4 or 5 students, and with each group was a representative from one of the firms who guided them in terms of giving them advice about the best course of action to answer and effectively solve the case study. The case study was working towards giving a presentation to the board of directors of the firm which the case study revolved around. And at the end of the presentation, each rep who worked with their group gave their group feedback in terms of how they worked as a team, how they dealt with the information given to them, and how they prepared for their presentations, as well as their presentation skills themselves. After the case study was the skills session, which was for an hour and 15 minutes and was with the graduate recruiters. The recruiters ran through with the students key skills that they're looking for from applicants, gave them tips about what to do at both the application and interview stages, and also spoke to them about vacation schemes as well as networking skills.
One of the skills we taught them was to do with the STAR technique, which is a method that you use when you're doing your preparation before you go to an interview. So S is for the situation, T is for the task, then the action, then the result, and that will hopefully help them structure their answer to interview questions and prevent them from babbling, and keep them quite structured so the interviewer can keep in track with what they're trying to say as well.
The event concluded with a networking session where we had representatives from both SNR Denton and Reynolds Porter Chamberlain. These reps included trainees, associates, partners, and graduate recruiters. This was an opportunity for the students to ask any last burning questions which they had, and to leave the event hopefully with some useful contacts which they could use post-event to follow up with.
It's a sweet initiative by TARGETchances, as not a lot of people do get the chance to come to law firms and see what it's like. So I think that it's really thoughtful that they do give everyone a chance to come and see what it's like to be a lawyer, because what you learn from your textbook is a lot different to what you see when you actually get here.
Definitely apply to a Target Chance event, because the stuff that you'll get here you might not be able to get it elsewhere, because we've just gone into 2 big law firms that you wouldn't really get a chance to just walk into and to speak into trainees who are actually there and graduate recruiters. So I'll tell them to definitely apply and go for it.
Passionate, even if it's not about law, even if it's just about business, or you want to see the city sort of side of life, just get involved.
If you want to develop the skills that it's going to take to get past the interviews, or pardon me, get past the application stage to the interview stage in the assessment centre, Target Chances is going to help you build the skills that you need in each one of those stages. It's going to teach you how to shine in those exercises and basically distinguish yourself from the thousands of other applicants you're going to be competing against.